Hello, dear friends. Welcome to AdventureStory Channel and to this live today. So, my dear friends, before we start, first of all, we need to make some of our announcements. Yes, for sure. This is really important. First of all, is if you're looking your new, let's say, job at sea, go to this page. Just scan the barcode, and you will be there. Just upload your CV in 5-10 minutes. Fix your CV, and you're ready to reach seamlessly directly to the owners, to the ship owners, to the crew, departments. So you will arrange your next trip and your next, let's say, professional connection. Don't forget, always we go to live seas. So these guys are really impressive that they have created, and it's really, really fantastic. And also, don't forget to join my website as well. Check my website, which is www.moccorp.com. So there you can see the overall, let's say, overview of what I'm doing and also what I'm focused to deliver through my knowledge, which is a extensive expertise in the maritime area. So I have let's say, 5 to 6 fields, which combine them, we give, let's say, a overall optimization for your business. Check there, yes, check the services, and also we have a consultancy in case, let's say, you have facing some problems. Always you're able to reach and book a consultancy as well to get your answer through the website. And there is a button also, yes, and easily within, let's say, minutes, you're there. And another thing also that I would like, the last one to announce, is that I have created a membership area, which you can also sign. It's about $9.99, something like that. Yes, this is the price. So there's more videos to be uploaded, more interesting videos to be uploaded. The last video was about second engineer, what the second engineer needs to do, some cases, some troubleshooting as well. Harul is asking where I'm from. I was born in Kazakhstan, but yes, I have, let's say, dual nationalities, both Greek also and Russian. So now at the moment I'm living in Greece, in Athens area. And today this video, it's about to discuss about the learning and the learning itself. So let me see a little bit our discussion. Let's discuss about the knowledge share on board in general. So this is our topic for today. Ναι, δικός μας, ναι. Σε ευχαριστώ πολύ, Χαρούλη, σε ευχαριστώ. And yes, this is the purpose of the video, is to discuss the sharing of the knowledge. The sharing of the knowledge is really important for the reason because there is no reason to hide this knowledge, because this knowledge, if you transfer to another person, that person will see that as, let's say, something positive. So he would like also to share something with you. It does not make, let's say, any difference if it's not about the work. It can be something else, but sharing something, it creates this feeling and the culture on board the vessel as well, and also outside in, let's say, daily activities. You can share something, the other person also will be much easier to share something with you as well. even he is, let's say, he's keeping something for him. If you give him something valuable that he are able to, let's say, use it, or somehow to change his view of the world itself, this is something, yes, that helps both. Also from the view of communication, also from the view of knowledge as well, of the sharing. And I have seen really, sorry, I'm a little bit cold. I have seen, yes, people really change how you approach them. It does not matter if it's apprentice engineer, if it is, let's say, older, if it is third engineer, second engineer, or chief engineer. It matters, yes, how you talk with the people, the way you communicate with them, and the way you share things with them. So this is really plays a big role for me, because I have seen there's different circumstances on board the vessel. I can say that, okay, I have seen different characters, and all of them was dealing differently. So in somehow I was observing, okay, what they're doing and how the people react, how the performance is, let's say, of the engine room from this behavior or from the other behavior. So I make some kind of analysis, and I found which is the best way in order to approach people properly, because you have different nations, you have different, let's say, level of knowledge as well, and that is really matters, that you start to realize, okay, that the best way is this one, is the best way to share the knowledge. And okay, maybe some people think, okay, why you share your knowledge? Okay, they will use that knowledge against you. But okay, we give that knowledge, but we are also continue to evolve. So we are not just stopping that in that specific knowledge. So it is continuously evolving, and that knowledge also helps for other people also to expand, to think differently, and make the things working much efficient and much better for everyone. So what I have seen, yes, from 100%, let's say, of all people that I was involved together, they really appreciate, let's say, 95%, yes, they really appreciate of what you're sharing. Some of them, let's say, if they're really high in the age, okay, maybe they will think, they will not give you some attention, some proper attention. And this is really critical, that we need to give attention to everybody, yes, to listen them, what they have to share to us, and then, okay, make the analysis. Is it something good that I should need to take, or this is something which is, let's say, does not make any sense? But I have seen, yes, sharing, it really works. It connects people together. And through this sharing, also, they will share something with you, and you will learn and build your knowledge much refined, much proper for the role you are. So basically, all that people that you are interacting together, they will show you some kind of reflection that they have on a specific job, let's say, or specific daily activities, or how they even see you. It's just, let's say, a quick feedback from, let's say, your colleagues as well. When you're sitting on the evening, okay, you can discuss, okay, how we did that, or did that. But it's better, yes, to watch some movie or something. It does not make any, let's say, sense, yes, to talk for work when you are outside, let's say, working hours. So when you are at work, better discuss that, yes, at work time. Ronald asked, do you work on ships? No, at the moment I'm not working at ships. I was working for Shell for a while, let's say for 2.5 years about, and I was dealing with the crude itself. the crude oil loss control. So it was a really nice role. It helps also to develop and see the things differently as well from the view of terminal, uh, not from the vessel, but knowing, let's say, the structure, how the vessel is composed, composition is, yes. It helps a lot, yes, it helps a lot. So that's why I'm always saying that the vessel itself, it's really critical component to start and then flourish and open your wings, let's say, to shore positions if you're interested. There is some people that are not interested, and I can understand the reason because working in the office environment, you can have, let's say, 5 to 6 vessels or even more vessels per week. And on board the vessel, you are dealing only with your specific vessel. So you know only the problems that are there, exactly, with your vessel. Yes, I have a competency of the chief engineer. I took my license, so I have more actually sea service than second engineer, more than, and in some cases, yes, I have to take decisions also for the chief engineer in in order, yes, to make things work. So if you're, let's say, from the senior role, in the senior position, you can do everything. And this is also what companies required. They require at least, let's say, 5 years in senior role, which is really critical because then you have the understanding of crucial operations, how to manage people. You're already in the management position. So you are much better, yes, to understand the processes as well, also the procedures, also the risks, evaluating the risk as well. And the most of the operations are really related, yes, with the risk reduction in all of kind of operations. Yes, there is always risk involved. So we are looking from our side how to reduce the risk and design the operation in order to make it successful. That's great, Ronald. Wish you all the best for us, yes, junior engineer candidate. I have made also videos, yes, how to start and why it's so much important to grow from the junior engineer, let's say, position to the chief engineer, let's say, superintendent or director, managing director, or even chief executive officer. It does not matter where you start. It is matter, yes, where you're going and your ambitions and your goals, let's say, forward. This is the important thing. But this pathway, it's really important because you build a good base, a strong base and framework on which you can work further on uh, to produce and create a much better development environment. The technical knowledge, it's always fascinating. You can see I have here also some cables uh, for freon filling. So I really fascinate, yes, how things are working. I have also here some gauges, yes, for the high pressure and the low pressure. So I'm playing. This is a, let's say, cheap analog, but I'm always, yes, fascinating with all that stuff. You know, when I see these gauges and all that valves, it's like a virus that cannot stop me. Scorpio Tankers, I have heard something about Scorpio Tankers. I think, yes, it's a great company. But wherever you work, let's say, for tankers, as I have seen from experience, they have really, really good standards and high standards due to the specific of, let's say, um, of the cargo itself. Yes, because it's low flashpoint cargo. I believe, yes, in Scorpio Tankers, yes, that's, I have heard it's great companies. They have a lot of LR1 MR vessels, Handymax vessels. That's great company. And also, I believe I have sent them my credentials. So if they're interested, let's say, to work together for any kind of optimization, yes, I'm open to that. And yes, to improve things operationally also as well. And I see a huge potential for development for all the companies. But the most important thing is to know what is the problems you are facing and how we can help, let's say, to improve them. Also looking to the design of the vessel, safety wise, operational wise, much faster operations and cheaper operations without reduction of, let's say, the safety, because the safety still remains the crucial part of the maritime business. Your vessel was MR, so this is a middle range vessel. These vessels, yes, are great design. They have a huge capabilities to going to multiple ports, different ports. And yes, 183 meters. Yes, it's a quite good size for the vessel. Personally, I have not sailed in such, let's say, size of the vessel, but it's really as a flexible vessel. And I'm looking also the vessels, yes, STI. I remember some of them also came to Rotterdam in our terminal. STI, yes, it's a great fleet, nice fleet, yes. All the vessels called STI. Quite new, I can say, yes, quite new fleet. Great. Yes, they have a red color, most of the vessels. Yes, I don't remember exactly of the names that was there alongside, but some of them, yes. Huge fleet, yes, really huge fleet. So you have a lot of superintendents. La Roche, no, this vessel I didn't remember, La Roche, because I see also the company has a really huge fleet. Wow. Probably there will be also a lot of superintendents as well. What I see, yes, most of the vessels are new, and I think it's Framo, if I'm correct. Mostly should be Framo there. But back again on the knowledge itself, yes, knowledge, share your knowledge. You will see that people reacts differently, and it really helps. It helps to develop not only ourselves, also the people. But you will see, you will get more than giving itself. So you will get much more in return. And it also connects this connection with the people, that people also remember you for a long term. So this connection, this let's say emotional exchange of the knowledge, it's really the bonding material between the people, and they really remember you for years and years. How you let's say dealing with the things, and even in your position, Ronald, let's say starting from junior engineer candidate, the first thing, yes, you will see the chief engineer, let's say the second engineer, how you will deal with them, bond with them. They can remember you for lifetime, and that is true. I have some cases, really good examples, when I have met, let's say, the chief engineer. I was passing from one company, and it was my first voyage, yes, on a container ship. And I remember that after, let's say, how many years was passing, I already was, let's say, second engineer, yes, and we made that voyage we made with him. It was my first voyage, yes, as apprentice engineer. And he told that time to me, I remember you. Okay, I remember you. You was good. So just remember how people, actually, yes, it was exactly 10 years, 10 years ago, and he was still remember. A apprentice engineer, just imagine, chief engineer to remember apprentice engineer. So this is something wrong. I think, yes, it's something wrong. A chief engineer has to remember apprentice engineer. Okay, but I believe, yes, how your stance, let's say, how you approach the things, how you are dealing, even if it's small things, let's say, that seems to be in that time for us, it is, let's say, the measuring of the tanks, the daily logbook, how you deal with that, this approach, even these simple things, it really makes the difference. It really makes the difference. So people remember you. And I truly believe, yes, all that has a specific purpose. Because, yes, you help the people, the work is done without any effort, with the less effort as possible, easily, without creating, let's say, any disputes, any, let's say, problems. So that is really remembered. And it can be some difficult things. Also, it can be a lot of work, a lot of things. It depends also how the vessel is maintained, because things can change. Vessels can change in the 6 months, even 1 month period, if all the things come together. But the most important thing is to give that attention from each and every role. Let's say junior engineer, third engineer, second engineer, everybody, yes, must be together, align in the same purpose. Okay, what we would like to achieve this, let's say, voyage, this trip, these 3 months, 4 months, no matter how much we will stay, what we will like to achieve. And this is also visible to the owners through the superintendents. Okay, the superintendents will say, I have this vessel. Okay, that vessel had less damages than all the previous years. That vessel has, let's say, much better operations, less expenses to, let's say, to the spare parts due to the better programming or something else, that you can figure out how to optimize the things. That is all the things that is visible. And for sure, yes, that things it's visible to everyone across, let's say, the company. Maybe in some companies, let's say, owners are not taking, let's say, that much um, stance on looking at that things, but really, I believe, yes, really that information come across. Ronald, I have also made some videos as well about MEMC engines. What is the difference between them? So, if you would like, we can make, let's say, a separate video for that. So today it's, let's say, mostly as about the sharing of the knowledge. This is the topic: sharing of the knowledge, and why we need to share that in general. What is the purpose? This is the main meaning of the today, let's say, live stream. I would not like to go, let's say, to the details, but let's talk about some of the engines. I have created a video on YouTube, which is about the cylinder, the piston, and the cylinder itself. Let me check a quick. Okay, where it is. Just to check where it is. But it's really interesting video. And also, okay. Okay, 3 weeks ago, I made a video about the piston inspection. I don't know if you have seen it, but there is also show some difference, some differentiations of the engines. So the old engines itself had a camshaft, but since, let's say, my last voyage, 2019, I have seen only EMI engines, only electronical engines. I think now at the moment these engines, between, let's say, having camshaft, not having camshaft, does not have any differences. The only thing is that you have more electronics, you have some parts missing, you have some hydraulics, some additional, some gears for some of the vessel to drive this hydraulic high pressure unit. And from the view of, let's say, uh, power and reliability, I do not see any big differences. I made also a voyage with EME B engine. So we have two hydraulic units only, but even with one that was the engine was operational if one unit goes off. So there is also, yes, a redundancy for each unit. The engines, yes, are really redundant. So I don't think that in the industry there is some cases, let's say, to get some huge problems that your engine is not working. It's very rare case. I don't know if you have here something or some problems that you have faced. Some of the things, okay, that is happening frequently, it is the modifications that I have seen. We made some modifications, some small modifications for the lubricators. We installed some filters. This was the last, let's say, amendment. But I believe when this kind of modifications come across, they're really good because it shows that there is interest from the company. There is always development, and they try to improve their own product. Because what is the important thing to apply, let's say, to your daily activity, what you are doing, let's say, daily, it does not matter if it's drain of the service tank or the settling tank, let's say, to check. It's how you view things and how you, let's say, improve them. What you are able to do in order to improve them. So it is a continuous improvement cycle. You plan, do, check, review. So it goes on a cycle. And this will help for sure the things to be better and also understand the reason why we're doing these things, for what reason, in order to improve them. So you can do, let's say, the same operation with a different way, much easier, much, let's say, less energy intense, and you will achieve the same goals. So by running also different scenarios as well in the mind also helps that. But why you have this question? Why you have, let's say, the differences between MIA? Okay, I understand. Maybe, let's say, you have not seen MC engines, or you have dealing only with IME engines, let's say. Maybe this is the reason. But for me, let's say, dealing both with camshaft and camless engines, I can say that from going from the camshaft to camless, it was little bit, let's say, a continuous, let's say, thinking, okay, how it will be. But I believe the most important thing in this case is if you have, let's say, some kind of these questions, it's better to request from company to send you for, let's say, a course, a basic course, let's say, for ME engines. And I believe, yes, I believe this course is for second engineers. It's going, yes, for second engineers, and later on there is some kind of these courses. I can share also with you. Let me check. I have my documents here. What was the name of the course that I made? It was related with ME engines. Maybe now it has changed, but I believe also these courses will revise for sure in the future. It will be different because also the technologies are changing. So that one, this is the certificate from MIN. It's nice. A4 document. So it says that MEC, MEC control system standard operation. So it shows introduction to ME engine, ME concept, engine control system, operation, replacement of MPC modules, troubleshooting, hydraulic cylinder unit, hydraulic power unit, a power supply, and PMI Cocos EDC systems. I can say from the operational view, what it says here, this is the basics, yes, that required in order to operate, let's say, the engine, to look at the alarms, to understand. But what I like really in these engines, let's say, in the electronic engines, wherever you press an alarm, it gives you some examples and some explanations with details. And that is really nice. That is really nice because it's like a book, not a complete book, but you can have a book directly available on your monitor. And this is, yes, the best approach, I believe, should be done for every equipment. You just go there, you have a monitor, you have your, let's say, book there, checking, compare, looking the graphs and all the things, analyze them, and find the problem. But you always need spare parts, because without spare parts, you are not able to test as well, or at least, yes, to make some small tests, because you need the crucial and the main parts which triggers and send the signal in order to test. If you do not have them, it's very difficult, yes, to find where is the problem. You have to have this electronic knowledge, which, okay, it's something different. It's something different, yes, completely, let's say, profession. The most important thing is to have these um, panels for replacement, so you have some spare parts. Because, yes, we are not trained to make these electronic repairs and all these things. And sometimes also electronics, yes, can get crazy. They can be affected by heat. That's the most important thing. You need always to check your, let's say, panels that are cooled down properly and they have proper ventilation. The cooling fan is working. So this is one of the things a good electrician check also during the round, the safety round, before the daily activities start. But always, yes, share the knowledge with the people that you are working with. It bonds the team. It creates a mutual connection between the people, so you are able to work much better, much efficient, have a nice atmosphere in a working environment. And this really, really helps not only change how you view the time, let's say, on board the vessel, it's changed the overall feeling for the profession itself. So it creates opportunities, it opened people, and it opened the minds in order to create something great out of that with purpose. So that is it, guys. That is it. This was my message for today, and the reason, yes, making this video. I hope you like it, and wish you all, let's say, great voyages. I hope next time when we will make this video, we will have, let's say, 100, 200, let's say, or 300 participants. So we will have more questions. Um, but for this, yes, I believe we need first to make it more, the live stream, to make it more structured. So to make it, let's say, some specific day, Monday, maybe it's not that, yes, good day, maybe Saturday, Sunday will be much, let's say, a better preference. But we need to make it, let's say, a more standardized. I understand that it needs time in order to get more people on the live event. Don't forget for your likes, and don't forget also subscribe to the membership. More and more videos is waiting there. The latest one is how to prevent the cylinder liner and the connecting root failure, real life incidents and accidents. Uh, Also, we have some videos made in Russian, so we will make it also in English as well. Yes, and yes, how a second engineer should distribute the daily work. Yes, that is that one. And also, I uploaded a really huge video. Let me share it with you. It's about 45 minutes, 49 minutes. Let me share. Okay, it is at the moment. Let me see. It is on Russian. I will translate it. It's 47 minutes video, and it has everything. It has everything from the beginning of the daily work, how we make around, how we distribute the work, all the things that the second engineer needs to know. I believe starting, let's say, from junior engineer, yes, you will get that experience. You will see things. You can already start, let's say, comparing things, how other second engineers are working and doing things. And then I believe this will boost and create a much better understanding for you, let's say, for yourself, much better, so you can create something different, some different approach. Or you can use, let's say, that approach that I was using on board, and it creates, yes, a really good environment to work. So thank you, everyone. Stay safe, and wish you a great evening from Greece. Bye bye.